All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to your brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago, and coming back at you with another lesson. All right, this is just a response to a comment that was left in the Elder Malcolm's channel. In one of his lessons, you have someone from the name or channel at Judah2427. And of course, when you go into his channel, it doesn't have any content, right? So it's always somebody that has no works, does no works, and has no history of anything. But they have all the answers. Okay, they have all the truth, but you can't find them anywhere teaching and preaching what they say is the truth, right? Because they claim to have it, right? And in this case, he's saying that Esau is Japheth. Okay, so that's a very low understanding statement. Okay, because when you go to the book of Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, it says what? It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So, okay, so Esau is the end of this age, and Jacob is the following that's coming, right? So if Esau is the end of this age, you would ask yourself this simple question: who is in power? Is it Japheth? Okay, who's supposed to be those Samoans, right? And what part do they have currently in world uh, affairs? What prophecy are they necessarily fulfilling when it comes to Esau? Okay, because they don't match the end time prophecies. This one being one of them. All right, and the other one is when you read Daniel 7 and also Daniel 2, is the vision of the four beasts, right? These beasts that represent kingdoms that would at some point in time reign upon the earth. All right, first beast being the Assyrio-Babylonian Empire, the second beast being the Medo-Persian Empire, the third beast being the Greek Empire, and the fourth being the Roman Empire. Okay, so if the Roman Empire would be the last beast that would be ruling the earth before the return of Yahweh Shai, which is the Messiah, um, that would be he would be ruling the earth right now, because we're clearly in the last days, right? So let's go ahead and go. Okay, so this is what I did, right? I did a quick Google search. All right, I put Esau modern Jewry, right? Because in their own text, in their own books, right? Because they're considered the wisdom of this world, right? Because they have all the certificates, they have all the titles and the accolades with the terms professor, PhD, right? What's the term for a theologist, Okay, so this is their own information. Okay, so I put Esau modern Jewry, and their AI. Remember, their AI are programmed, right? Programmed to give you certain answers based off what their narrative, all right? And after this, I'll show you something else. All right, so this is from AI Overview. The connection between Esau and modern Jewry is a topic discussed in some religious and academic circles, particularly in the context of Jewish history and identity, with interpretations ranging from historical and genetic lineage to symbolic and modern day relevance. Some theories suggest that a portion of modern Jews are descendants of both Esau, Edomites, and Canaanites, while other analysis focuses on the symbolic or ideological interpretation of Jacob and Esau. So this is when I fixed the title, but this is what it gave me when I misspelled it, right? So it says the phrase Esau modern Jewry refers to a controversial claim found in some fringe interpretation, notably within the Hebrew Israelite movement, that the descendants of the biblical figure Esau are modern day Jews. So they're trying to say what we're saying is a fringe interpretation and what it says here, a controversial claim. So they know that we brought this out to prove that they are the Edomites. Okay? It says this assertion is generally linked to a miscitation. They're saying we link it to a miscitation of the 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, Volume 5, page 41, which some sources claim states Esau is modern Jewry. It says in the book of Genesis, or it gives you the history of Jacob and Esau. Okay, the idea of Esau as a symbol has been used in various historical and theological contexts, often representing the non-Jewish world or an antagonist to Jacob. Esau right, so they're trying to say what we're saying is a fringe interpretation and a controversial claim. Alright, now to buy ChatGPT questions. Let's see what comes up. Right. Israel wants to train ChatGPT to be more pro-Israel. Okay. Israel invests millions to game ChatGPT into replicating pro-Israel. Right. So this is why they're trying to say what we're saying is a misinterpretation, a miscitation, and a conspiratorial conspiracy, right? Because they program these AIs to give you certain answers. Okay. But basically they tell you that they're modern day Jewry. Who's modern day Jewry? Who's in the land, right? So let's go to another prophecy in the book of Zechariah, chapter 9 and verse 6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So if a bastard or an illegitimate child, or aka a fraud, would dwell in Ashdod, alright, you ask yourself, where is Ashdod? It's in modern day Tel Aviv, Israel. Well, who's dwelling in the land of Israel, right? Who's their leader? You know who? Who are the people that dwell there? Why is there war going on there? Why is there not peace there? Why is there not peace on earth? Right? So you ask yourself these simple, basic questions that lead to basic and simple answers. When you link up prophecy in the end days, and you start linking these prophecies and these scriptures with what we see today, who fits this description, because the Bible describes Esau. Right? And it's all about Esau at the end of the world, because this is the end of their world. So ask yourself, does that have anything to do with Japheth? Not so much. Alright, so ask yourself the basic questions, like, could it be Japheth? Does it link up with prophecy? The answer is no. That's pretty simple if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. So this is why at the end of the day, this is only meant for the elect to understand, to receive, and know the mysteries, because they have the Holy Spirit. The rest of the world cannot receive. The Holy Spirit tells us that in the book of John, whom the world cannot receive. Okay? So they will continue to be in the congregation of the dead, as the scriptures describe it in the book of Proverbs. Okay? So I hope that helps you to see that Esau is who we say he is, alright, and not Japheth. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and until the next time, Shalom.